cake, I make us. Here's a note to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label here be trying to sway me, pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership with drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit breathing. Best new orders, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Falcons of Louisville taking on the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come on. Hey. Hawk 70.
And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Looking to throw on second down. Miller, blitz coming, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Miller. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Detroit. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Weaver. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On first down, it's Samuels. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Weaver. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Now that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down and 8. And they'll go again with Etienne. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. But he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now they'll change things up. On second down, a run with Etienne. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Third down.
Looking to throw. Miller. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to have a Lions first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
A give to Etienne running right. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. A give, running right, Etienne. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, anytime down here in the red zone that you can get a running back going lateral to the line of scrimmage, that's a plus for the defense. We all hear about the offensive guys saying, get north and south, get upfield. They didn't allow it at all on that play.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Operating from the gun, Miller. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Weaver. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Weaver. And he'll just get rid of it.
They'll give him some different looks here defensively. They're only going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up. He can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw. Weaver. And that is incomplete.
We're just in the 2nd quarter. There's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that 1st quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Deontay Banks with it.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
He'll try again, and this time he is in for a Falcon touchdown.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cup 19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. Up the middle they go. It's Green. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Miller now on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that's reestablished some confidence in him to run this offense.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Weaver. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. In motion right is Smith. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And they'll be set up in great starting field position here as that's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4. Off play action. Miller. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Gabriel Davis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point right down the middle. And a lead now up to 14.
Falcons 10.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Weaver. He finds his man, complete. It's Newman. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Weaver. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, Newman. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. Weaver. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Newman. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Weaver. That's completed right side to Palmer. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
At the Lions' 21-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Weaver. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Weaver. Smith catches left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle they go. It's Newman. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one. They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Weaver. And this one complete. It's Fehoko. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Weaver. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Weaver. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2. There he goes, left side. Look at the big fella go. He's on his way. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 99 yards. And the Lions had 6 to their lead. The partner, he has carried them in this ballgame, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, Weaver. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Yeah, he is going to have a Falcons first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's taken in by Palmer. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, Weaver. That is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Weaver. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Trey Palmer, 41 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Oh, did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
And he will find his man on the outside. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll keep it on the ground. Newman. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
It's a loss of 2 yards.
try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot. 17. 22 meters.
Throwing on first down. Weaver. It's caught. Smith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And quickly they get to the line.
And the Falcons first down.
Goes right back to Smith again. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up second down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And now they'll audible to something else. Off play action. Weaver. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The 2nd down pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Here's Miller throwing on first down. And this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 75 yards now for ETN, and he's got a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Green, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Let's go now.
In motion left is Davis.
19 Lions. Dragon 60.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost him. We could have a great finish.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Left side to Lamb. And he gets this up across the 35 before it's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Etienne up the middle. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go. 79 Broncos. Big.
Lamb in motion left. Miller to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Get it. Tiger. 19 Tiger.
motion. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a give, right side. Green. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Handoff running left is ETN. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This is our last chance.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. Touchdown! C.D. Lamb with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, we have a lead late. Don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. Good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now Miller on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
65 cat, 65 cat. Cut 19, cut 19.
Back to throw. Miller. That is caught by Lamb. Now he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.